Morning, everybody. Good morning. So it's Super Bowl Sunday. I hope you all have great plans. I had some great plans, but I broke up with my boyfriend last night again because he got really verbally abusive with me again last night. So I invited him into a friend situation where I know the band. If you look back at the live streams I did last night, um, there was a point at which a woman slapped my phone while I was live streaming. She came back again later and like was purposely bumping into me again, right? And basically, then she turned around and she said, "Oh, I'm so sorry that I bumped into you." And I'm like, "Really? Were you sorry when you slapped my phone?" I was about to get Jeffree Star on her ass. I'll tell you straight up. I was about to get Jeffree Star on her ass because that was some bullshit. I was sitting down. I'm a handicapped person. I'm immobile for the most part. I limp around. And same thing with my boyfriend. He decided he was a single man and he wanted to work the room. So I told him that I wanted to leave, and in a really manipulative move, he fucking ordered me another drink. And he had the car, right? Like I didn't drive. And then on the way home, he went into all sorts of gangster shit with me about what kind of person he really is. I'm like, well, okay, if that's who you really are, like you can either calm down and talk this out, or yeah, we're done. So I guess we're done. Um, but that was some bullshit. Like it was such a good night until that happened. It was such a great night until um, everybody started getting too drunk and started being rude to each other. And, it's hard for me to move around bars. It's difficult for me to navigate tight situations. And the folks around me had absolutely no consideration for that whatsoever. But that woman was the absolute worst. The fact that she actually came up and slapped my phone like that. I've never had anybody do that before. I was literally just live streaming the band. I have no idea what her problem was and why she had an issue with me, but she came up and again, like purposely bumped into me while I'm sitting down. It's not like I'm standing up or anything. If I had been standing up, she could have fucking knocked me over, and I'm handicapped. But yeah, I'm pretty pissed off at my, I guess, ex-boyfriend at this point, um, by his behavior, because apparently every time I talk to him about like when he does something rude, he needs to like go way the fuck over the top with his projection, and I just can't. I can't. I can't deal with it anymore. We were supposed to watch the Super Bowl together today. I'm gonna watch it alone. I'm gonna get some chili dogs. Fuck off. This was some bullshit. I don't deserve to be treated like this. I don't deserve to be constantly belittled. And, if you're dating somebody, you're with that person. on the date. You're not fucking working the room so that you can stare at somebody else's woman and try and move in on somebody else's woman. That was some bullshit, you guys. I don't know if he's going to try and apologize or if he's just going to be the dumbass that he is, the juvenile that he is, and continue with his bullshit. But I guess we'll see what happens. Um, that was incredibly disappointing because it was a great night otherwise. If you look back at the last two live streams I did, I captured some great music from my friends who I've known since 2015. And he totally abused that situation. I don't know how I can invite somebody into a friend situation um, when he's so erratic like that. When it's like, I can't trust him. I can't trust that he's going to behave or be embarrassing to me. And he basically made me out to be a doormat so that these other fucking bar hags thought that I could be jostled around like that. I'm. Thank you, Heartstopper. Yes, we are listening. I mean, you know what? Sometimes there's a disconnect between men and women because they have like different ideas of like how they should be treated in social settings, right? And different lifestyles, like how you're brought up, right? Like my grandmother was really super hardcore on etiquette. She had like a book like this fucking thick that she wanted me to balance on my head and read cover to cover. That was about etiquette. And you know, part of that etiquette is that you attend to your date, right? You attend to your date during the night. You don't fucking try and work the room like you're a single man, you know? Uh, I tried to calm him down at the end of the night, and he blasted my fireplace up so high that it could have set the house on fire. I had to fucking go over and turn it down. And like I said, it's difficult for me to move around. And he was blasting my stereo really loud and just singing a bunch of karaoke rather than actually sitting down, calming down, and um, having a conversation about what happened. So, yeah, I don't know what else to do about this. Like, how do you move forward with somebody who is unwilling to acknowledge that they made a mistake and make the corrections moving forward? Because this is not the first time that we've gone to a bar setting that he's tried to work the room and meet other ladies while in my presence. I'm just like, I'm so over it. And you know, he has a lot to lose by my testimony, and he knows it. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the game. I'm going to be rooting for the 49ers. I don't know what else to say. Like, it was such a great night until the end when people started getting too drunk. People were getting drunk and acting like assholes. and it became unbearable. I wanted to leave, and manipulative motherfucker ordered me another drink and I didn't drive. He had the car, so I had to stay. Thank you so much, Heartstopper. We love and support you, Queen. You are strong and amazing. Oh, Lordy. Yeah. You know, ladies, don't put up with it. Don't allow men to treat you with disrespect. Don't allow it. Um, like, when I think about like Chantel and the shit that she's like the literal shit she's putting up with, I wonder why. Like, why? 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 Right? Um, there is, especially if she's the breadwinner. She's the person. She's the earner and actually providing. In my case, we have completely separate incomes and we're completely independent. We only date like once a week, right? And but he was so amazingly bad to me last night, and he's gonna have a fucking cow that I did this live stream. But you can hear his voice on my live streams because dumbass spoke while I was live streaming. So for those of you who follow me, you can figure out who he is. His voice is on the second live stream at least in the very beginning. All right. I might do some reacts today before the game, but let's see how this goes.